Hey everyone! Today I will show you 5 heatless braid hairstyles that are easy for school, work, and every day this summer. For this first hairstyle, you will begin by separating the front section of your hair and Dutch braiding. I used a rat tooth comb to get a straight line, and I pinned the rest of my hair out of the way so that it wouldn't get mixed into the braid. A Dutch braid is an inverted French braid. It looks really complicated, but I swear it's easy with practice. With each stitch of the braid, you'll be passing the hair under instead of over the previous section, and that's what makes it a Dutch braid. You can watch my hands as I braid. After a few stitches, your hands will get used to the motions and you'll be doing this braid effortlessly. Once you get to the other side of your eyebrow, just continue braiding normally for a few inches and then tie it off with a small elastic. I then began tugging at the braid from the bottom and working my way up to the Dutch braid part. I like to do this to add some more volume to my braid, make it appear a little bit more full and voluminous, and it also lays flatter on your head. So then I just lifted up a back section and just pinned the braid underneath so you couldn't see it, and it looked really nice from the top. And that's the finished hair look. Look number 2 I've worn in a ton of videos and Instagram posts and got many requests to do a tutorial. It's actually quite easy and one of my favorites. So I split my hair down the middle from the front and I made sure that this line was pretty even. And then I just lifted up the top section of my hair that I was going to be braiding, separated that, and then tied the bottom half of my hair that I wasn't going to be working with off with an elastic just to ensure that it didn't get mixed into the braids. It just makes this process a little bit more easy. Then, with one section at a time, I'm going to be doing a Dutch braid once again. I started with a very small section from the top and then worked my way backwards. The key to this look is you have to hold your hands high and braid towards the back of your head. If you're braiding in a downward motion, the braid will not sit flat on your head. Once you've reached the crown of your head, continue to braid normally for a few inches, or just enough to reach the other braid at the end. Tie off the braid at the end with a small elastic, then fluff it up like we did to the other one, and then repeat the same process on the other side. Once you have completed your 2 Dutch braids, you can release the rest of your hair and then reach the 2 braids into the back and join them with an elastic. You might have to tug at the elastic to adjust it just so that they sit flat and don't create any weird bumps. If they do bump, you can always pin them with some bobby pins, and this is the finished look. Hairstyle number 3 is extremely trendy right now. These are 2 Dutch braids, also known as the boxer braids. To begin, you want to brush out your hair completely and make sure there are no tangles. Then you'll be splitting your hair down the middle from the front all the way to the back. I like to tie off the section that I'm not working on just to make sure it's out of the way. Then you will begin your Dutch braid. I started from the top with a small section and added more hair each time, crossing it under the braid with each new stitch. You want to braid in a diagonal motion until you get to the nape of your neck and then just braid normally all the way down to the tips of your hair, as far down as you can go. reached the tips of my hair and could not possibly braid anymore, I tied it off with a small elastic, and I went through the braid and just pulled at it to fluff it up and to make it appear bigger, fuller, and a little bit more flat to my head. This really adds to the look, and I highly suggest that you do it to your braid as well. Then I just repeated the process on the other side of my head to match. And I find working with some sort of texture in your hair, my hair is like wavy, curly today, and this just adds volume to the braid. If you have naturally curly hair, this would be a great hairstyle for you. You don't have to apply any heat to your hair, and your braids will look nice and full and voluminous. And that's the finished look. This hairstyle is perfect for getting your hair out of your face in the summertime. Hairstyle number 4 is a variation of hairstyle number 3. So instead of braiding your hair all the way to the bottom, we're going to tie them together into a bun. So I'm just taking the 2 braids, meeting them in the middle, and tying them off with a hair elastic. Instead of pulling my hair all the way through, I'm leaving it in a loop and then tucking the ends into the elastic. And there you have it, a messy bun. It's just that simple. And this last hairstyle is a super sleek braided top knot. Simply gather your hair on the top of your head into a high ponytail. Once your ponytail is how you like it, just create a simple braid from your ponytail. This hairstyle is great because your ponytail can be whatever texture. If you have second day curls, if you have natural hair texture, your hair is straight, this hairstyle will work perfectly because you're just creating a simple braid. Once you've reached the end, just tie it off with a small elastic, and then we're going to twist the braid onto itself and then pin it in place. I used about 3 or 4 bobby pins until it felt secure, and then I just finished it off with a little bit of hairspray for a neater look. That is the completed look, and this was the final hairstyle in this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Comment below which one was your favorite, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!